This is a battle in the lightweight division as Jorge Masvidal, a bad boy from Miami, 10-2, takes on Yves Edwards from Conroe, Texas, by way of Nassau in the Bahamas. He comes in here with a lot of experience, 31, 12, and 1. Okay, that's Jorge Masvidal. Paul's talking about in the white trunks and the black. Yves Edwards from the Bahamas, living in Conroe, Texas. He's the southpaw. As the strike headed out there, taking it for the head of Edwards, but Masvidal falls short. Want to strike early. Again, reaching as Yves Edwards tries to get that left hand down the middle. Can't catch him. High kick. Blocked by Edwards. Good attempt by Masvidal.
Masvidal showing no respect to the striking game of Edwards at all, but Edwards taking that as an affront, and we definitely have a couple of guys that both want to assert their dominance on the feet.
Masvidal, I thought he gave him some sort of gang sign when he got clipped by the high kick. Remember, as Jeff said, Edwards is terrific with the knees and the kicks, and we've seen that so far. There he goes downstairs to the left knee of Masvidal, and on the inside of that left knee that time with the opposite foot.
I think Masvidal got clipped in the cup a little bit, and was telling Edwards to get him up, keep him up a little bit higher out of the cup area.
Nice block that time by Masvidal. Masvidal has that look on his face of total determination.
Both fighters doing well to keep their gloves up right now. Both of these guys are head kick artists, and I think if one guy gets caught napping with his hands down a little low, this fight could be over quick.
Masvidal lets that right hand fly. Yves able to duck underneath it. Lets fly with a left hand of his own, which falls short. Whistles past the nose of Masvidal. Now Masvidal tries to move in. There's a nice kick to the side that time by Masvidal. Southpaw is Edwards in the black trunks from the Bahamas, living in Conroe, Texas. Light left hand taken on the forehead, partially blocked by Edwards. Edwards takes the right hand on top of the hook out of the forehead that time. Nice head movement, nice low kick by Masvidal. Both guys testing each other, both guys a lot of determination. Another nice kick on the low side. Jeff, you're right about the kicks by Edwards. He's terrific.
Yeah, he's just stunningly fast. He's very quick, very sudden. Masvidal is doing a great job because he's starting to check some of the kicks thrown by Yves Edwards.
And he's got nice hand speed himself as Masvidal.
One thing I like about Edwards is the way he throws his combinations. He's got hands that are comparable to a journeyman pro boxer, and he mixes up his punches and kicks like very few guys in the MMA game. However, I give the power edge to Masvidal, and although he might not be landing as often, he's landing very solidly.
Yeah, he's landing the solid strikes with the hands. The kicks, of course, being landed by Edwards so far. We're in round number 1. This is scheduled for 3 rounds. These are 5-minute rounds, of course. We're in the Sovereign Bank Arena here in Trenton, New Jersey. Another kick by Edwards.
A good shot to the liver there, which is a beautiful place to hit your opponent. Very enervating, but Masvidal simply shrugging it up and throwing a vicious right hand to the body.
Masvidal, that former street thug who's, you know, a guy as much of a character is. He's supposedly a bad character, but he's a great character to be around. Nice uppercut to the inside by Edwards.
You know, you call Masvidal a street thug. Don't forget, Yves Edwards crafted the discipline entitled Thug Jitsu.
Yeah, what's that all about, Paul? The Thug Jitsu, I do. Trying to figure out what that's about.
Well, I'll turn that over to Jeff because Jeff's been well acquainted with Yves for many years.
Well, he scientifically thugs people, sometimes knocking their teeth completely out on more than 1, 2, and I believe 3 or 4 occasions there's been some dental work done. Although not elective by Yves' opponent, he does it himself and randomly picks the teeth to take out.
Well, he went for the left-hand shot that time as he counted Masvidal's right hand down below. Yves Edwards actually started his interest in mixed martial arts in the Bahamas. He was a big fan of ninja and turned to mixed martial arts in the Bahamas. Now training in Conroe, Texas. All the striking game so far, both the hands and the feet. Nice combination. Paul, you talked about the combinations. There, the people get to see the combination of Masvidal.
Yeah, now Masvidal's starting to combine his punches, and I'll tell you what, more than one occasion he's gotten through that straight right to the body, and that is doing some damage. Edwards does not want to let too many more of those land.
There's a nice sneaky knee on the inside by Masvidal.
That was a sneaky kick to the, I heard some plastic rattle in there.
Is that what that noise was?
I think I may have heard some plastic crack. That was a solid shot. You know, we know it's entirely unintentional, and Edwards already shrugging it off.
Talked about the hand speed of Masvidal. This guy's a world-class fighter. He holds an AFC welterweight title, so this kid, in spite of the fact he's 10-2 and he's had over 40 fights, this kid's a terrific fighter at just age 22. Masvidal goes for that lead, and right back comes Edwards throwing his combinations. Masvidal's a guy you wouldn't want to fight in the street. He gestures at you. He tries to intimidate you in a lot of ways.
Yeah, he's very, very aggressive moving forward, but just in the last few seconds, we've seen Yves kind of having his number. Counter-punching, beautifully sinking those tie kicks in super deep. But every time he does, Masvidal just beckoning him on and saying, give me more.
All right, here comes the bell to end round number 1, scheduled for 3.
I tell you what, they were throwing some very, very heated high kicks and low kicks to boot. Edwards, at one point in the match, although he didn't notice it, Masvidal's leg was fully planted, and he landed a brutal leg kick. I don't think it hurt Masvidal as much as it should have, but there towards the end, I think he started coming alive and opening up a little bit more. I think he did enough to barely steal that round 10-9.
All right, the words of our commissioner. All right, we're going to round number 2, scheduled for 3. He's a lightweight, Jorge Masvidal from Miami, taking on Yves Edwards, formerly of the Bahamas, living in Texas. You heard Jeff's analysis of the first round, fairly close, leaning towards Edwards. This is round 2, again scheduled for 3. In the white trunks is Jorge Masvidal from Miami. In the black is Yves Edwards.
Yeah, Yves, the technically superior stand-up fighter, but the thing about Jorge is when you hit him, it just makes him mad. So Yves maybe piling up the points, but now you see Jorge just waiting in with a brutal right-legged body kick. This is definitely a fight where nobody has clearly pulled ahead up to this point.
You know, Masvidal should have improved leg kicks. He's been training with Castellanos, Eric, the El Tigre, he calls himself down there in Florida, and he talked about his improvement. That time he took one right in the chest, a brutal knee to the chest.
Yeah, well, even though we see some, that's what's known as the power of Muay Thai, and it definitely worked for Masvidal. For the first time in this fight, they go to the mat with Edwards on his back.
This is round 2, has him in the guard. Now let's see if Masvidal can dish out any damage from this position. Edwards trying to hold him tight so Masvidal can't get his hands free. Now the leg comes up, Paul.
Yeah, you saw for a second there Edwards trying to pull his leg up behind Masvidal's head, which would potentially open up a possibility of a triangle choke. And one thing about Edwards, very adept with his guard. This guy has rubber joints, and by no means is he in a helpless position right now.
Well, you see him try to hold him close to eliminate as much damage as possible, trying to spin that shoulder, get this guy away from him. So right away, Masvidal goes to blasting the left side of the rib cage. And right back comes Edwards. Now here's Masvidal trying a little ground and pound there, trying to create distance. And now they get back up to their feet. Good job by Yves Edwards, and the crowd reacts.
There's a slight, small cloud on Yves Edwards' right eye. It's good that he stood up because that could have leaked in his eye when he was on his back. I thought Masvidal was bleeding, but it's clearly Yves Edwards now.
So by the right eye, as Jeff picks it up, is Yves Edwards' cut. We'll see how serious it is. That's Edwards facing you. Masvidal with his back to you. Masvidal in white in the black trunks is Edwards.
And even though he's a young man, you see the seasoning of Edwards waiting until he saw the right opening before opening up with a horrendous flurry of strikes.
Straight right hand lead by Masvidal, trying to get back on top of that cut by the right eye of Edwards. Edwards dances around, circles to his left, lets fly with his left hand, falls short. Masvidal right back, tries to grab him, but Edwards able to create a little bit of distance and keep him away.
I can see Edwards landing more and with the technically more precise strikes, but Masvidal possibly doing more damage most of the time. He's just a bigger, stronger guy.
Extraordinary fall.
Who would have called that? That is an Yves Edwards trademark, is winning by thunderous kick to the head. And Masvidal turning the tables, taking Yves Edwards out with his own weapon, but it looks like Masvidal may have injured himself in the process of winning this fight.
Get the doctor.
Stick around for the judge's official decision on Bulldog Fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin Mulhall calls a stop to the fight at 2 minutes, 59 seconds of the second round for your winner, Jorge Gambred Masvidal.
So it came at 2:59 like a bolt out of the blue. Jorge Masvidal improves his record to 11-2. Yves Edwards, a great combative guy, really surprised by the kick.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just testament to how much Masvidal is consistently improving. And unfortunately, another loss in a row for Yves Edwards. But I'll tell you what, if I know Yves, he is going to be training with a fervor with which he's never trained before, looking to notch that first win here in Bodog fight.